common sense tips there. I mean, I think golf, I love golf. I'm all for that. How about you, Jane?
Well, you know, I'm sort of conflicted about that because, you know, you'll see some studies that say if you're exercising hard and with your group of women, because, you know, I do group dancing, and there's a lot of breathing and exercising, that you may want to make it not 6 feet apart, but more like 8 to 10 feet apart. I agree with them in terms of hiking and, you know, golf. I think, you know, as long as there's like one person on the cart as opposed to 2 on the cart, I think all of that makes sense. And, you know, for any time we can get out, I think it's really healthy. You know, you get the vitamin D from the sun. We need to be outside, but you just have to know your circumstances, and you have to know certainly your community, because if your numbers are high in your community, it's probably smarter to just still stay away and just, you know, I just want, you know, I think I don't want...
My wife and my 2 sons, they're very important to me. That's why I try to keep myself healthy. There's a lot of confusion out there. Every day it's, oh, this causes cancer, oh, that doesn't cause cancer. It's always changing every day, every day. I knew that I was never really eating enough fruits and vegetables. That was the one thing that I always felt that I could improve upon. So when I heard about Balance of Nature, it sounded interesting because, you know, how could you have all that in a pill? It sounds like something from the Jetsons. I went on it. I said, what the heck? I started taking the Balance of Nature. For myself, the 2 years that I've been on it, I don't even think I've had a cold. Never mind the flu. Nothing close to the flu. I don't have any more of that confusion because what's in it is food. Fruits and vegetables are good for you. There's never going to be a dispute over that.
Start today by going to balanceofnature.com and use discount code TV26.
Hello, I'm Anita Bennett, a correspondent for the Black News Channel in Los Angeles.
I'm Ariana Maniz, morning anchor at the Black News Channel.
Hello, I'm Dr. Laura McNeil, the legal correspondent at the Black News Channel in Tallahassee, Florida.
Hi, I'm Ashley Liotis, a reporter with the Black News Channel in New York City.
Hello, I'm Lauren McCoy, a morning anchor at the Black News Channel.
During these difficult times, it's important that we come together.
COVID-19 has deeply affected our daily reality throughout the nation.
Millions of children are not receiving the daily meals that they generally would while in school.
Our elderly population struggles to make it to the grocery store.
We at BNC, we're asking you to donate to your local food banks.
Visit blacknewschannel.com for a list of food banks in your area.
We can get through this if we all come together.
We can get through this together.
Well, welcome back. During these times when kids are becoming more restless, and boy, we've been in for a long time, 4 or 5 months at this point, and they're looking for ways to express themselves, art is one way they could help provide them with some much needed relief. So having some easy to do art projects on hand and ready to go is a great way to help your kids relieve stress and take control of at least a small part of their lives. So here are some fun art projects for kids to do at home. First, you might encourage them to invent an animal. This imagination project involves creating an animal of your very own and painting it and making it just special for them. Your favorite character. Gather pictures of your favorite movie, TV, or show character and draw them. Imagine your future. Think about what you want to be when you grow up. Imagine yourself 20 years from now in the future and draw scenes from a day in your future life. Number 4, draw and design a city. Imagine you're flying over high above a city that you designed and you have placed in every special detail yourself. Design and draw your own business. Imagine you own your own business. You draw or paint pictures of your perfect business and add as much as you can and as much as you imagine. Isn't that a wonderful, positive thing to do with your kids today, or any of these? And also for today, you know what time it is. It's what's for dinner. And so today it's a very good and healthy one. It is none other than balsamic chicken with white beans and spinach. So here's what you need. 2 tablespoons olive oil, we usually start with that. 1.25 pounds of skinless, boneless chicken, breast halves, 3 cloves garlic, 1/3 cup balsamic vinegar, 1 can of condensed golden mushroom soup, and you also want to have 1 can, 15 ounces white beans or cannelloni, rinsed and drained, a bag of fresh spinach. You want to first make sure that you brown your chicken and saute them before you add the other ingredients. And remember, it's all in one pan. It's easy, it's healthy, and it's a wonderful go-to recipe for Monday afternoon dinner.
I think this sounds delicious.
It is delicious.
It looks delicious. It sounds delicious. I love the ingredients. I think balsamic is very healthy. I like the taste of the way balsamic tastes. And this is something you could probably replace it with a heavier sauce, but I think I like the lightness of that.
Oh, absolutely. And then spinach and the beans. It's like a, one dish dinner. You're ready to go.
I'm hungry. Time for dinner. But stay with us. We'll be right back after this.
I've always had a problem with sweaty hands.
My feet were so sweaty, the general sports bra area.
My upper lip and my forehead.
It was just stressful.
It's really been a tremendous struggle.
Like most people, we don't just sweat under the arms.
So we created the Carpe line of sweat management products for all over the body.
I haven't had sweaty hands in 2 years since I started using Carpe.
Honestly, just completely changed my life.
Avoid expensive treatments, injections, and prescriptions. Get the solution for your sweat today at mycarpe.com.
I'm Doug Hirsch. You may already know that GoodRx can help you save up to 80% on your prescriptions. Unfortunately, many Americans can't get to a doctor right now. The good news is that for many health issues, you can see a doctor online. It's easy. Just go to GoodRx.com, and with a few clicks, you'll be treated by a licensed medical professional, all from the comfort of your own home. Visits are confidential and affordable. Need a prescription? Your doctor can send it to your pharmacy or have it mailed to you. Get the healthcare you deserve at GoodRx.com.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to BNC Prime News. I'm Laverne McGee.
And I'm Fred Hickman as we come up on the bottom of the hour.
Well, before we go, we want to tell you about a new show this evening. We want you to tune in for the launch of BNC's new show called the DC Tonight Prime Show with Del Walters and Anquinette Crosby. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And here is a clip of what you can expect to see on tonight's episode.
But on a serious matter, Breonna Taylor on the cover of O, you are the editor. Yep. How big was that decision and what went into it?
I'm the editor at large at O, the Oprah magazine. Listen, we're celebrating our 20th anniversary. Del, we have never, ever, ever done that before. You know, Oprah shared the cover a couple of times with Michelle Obama, Ellen DeGeneres, Rosie O'Donnell, Mehmet Oz. You know, I could count probably on less than 10 fingers how many times she has shared the cover with someone. We've never given up the cover to anybody. She is our cover girl. It's called Oh, the Oprah magazine. And I tell you, it was not a hard decision. The suggestion came from a young white female editor who said, what do you think if in September, and when she first said it, I went, this is either a really good idea or either a really bad idea. But there was something very intriguing and provocative and different about it. We took it to Oprah, who said yes right away. She loved it right away. She loved it right away.
Yes, so to hear the full interview on a variety of topics with Gayle King, Del's special guest, please tune in at 8 p.m. once again Eastern Standard Time as we premiere DC Tonight Prime with Del Walters and Anquinette Crosby, and then be sure to rejoin us for more BNC Prime News at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, Fred and I will be on before that show from 7 to 8 with all the news for you. So it'll be an interesting lineup, and we're so excited about the launch of this new show.
Well, it looks really interesting, and certainly starting the show off with Gayle King. How many people are going to tune into that because she's, we're all such a big fan of hers. And I have to say, her lighting and for her, that one clip was fabulous. She looked wonderful. Most of these Zoom, when you look at these Zoom lights and when people Skype in, it doesn't look as beautiful as that. And I thought she looked wonderful. I'm looking forward to seing what she has to say.
Yeah, Gayle King's actually been broadcasting from California at Oprah's place.
No wonder the lighting is so great.
During this whole issue. So great to see her being here on the Black News Channel on BNC. So that'll be wonderful. And of course, we've got lots more news to share with you throughout the day. A couple things, Jane, we didn't get to. Of course, parts of the country have been dealing with Tropical Storm Isaias, which of course was a hurricane, and it luckily weakened, but it is expected to make landfall in the Carolinas. It's still swirling in the mid-Atlantic, so that's still on the radar for some parts of the United States. Of course, the eastern seaboard there near the Carolinas. So once again, Tropical Storm Isaias is still churning around. It was all weekend. It was moving through. It started up from the Bahamas, went up through Florida. We weren't sure which direction it was going to go. It ended up going further east. A lot of places just getting heavy rain and winds, but still can be damaging. So you have to look out for that. Also, the World Health Organization director is saying that there may be some vaccines coming, but that are in advanced clinical trials, but the world must remain reliant on the basics of disease control. So he's still saying, even if we have these vaccines, we still are going to have to be wearing masks and social distancing. So he doesn't want people to think, oh, well, we have a vaccine, we just go back to normal. Even if these vaccinations are found to be effective by the end of the year, we'll still have to do that. So all that, much more. We'll have all the details once again on BNC Prime this evening. And that's it for Ladies First. Thanks so much for joining us. Kelly Wright is up next.
And have a great night.
Beam him in, Trudy.
What the? Where am I?
You're among friends. We beamed in this average citizen to demonstrate an amazing technology. Compare.com, where you can compare up to 50 car insurance rates and find the lowest.
Damn, I pay way more than that.
And fix it. And just like that, you're saving money. Send him home, Trudy. Oops. Compare.com. For saving on car insurance, nothing else compares.
Get your morning started right. BNC Morning News is the perfect way to kick off your day with inspiration and empowerment. Lauren McCoy, Ariana Manise, and Kevin Smith keep you updated with the latest in news and weather. BNC Morning News, weekdays at 6 a.m. Eastern, only on the Black News Channel. Truth illuminated.
Millions have tried